And you're outside of the judging mind that's just like, oh my God, what is she wearing? Like, what shoes does he have on? Like, it's just the most shallow and superficial stuff. Get rid of that part of you. Do not entertain those thoughts that pop up. And if they do pop up, say, oh my God, did I just really think that? Don't judge yourself, though. Don't condemn yourself for it, but notice it. And the more that you notice it, it starts to lose power because you're like, oh, that's not me. That's a lie. Anytime you're judging, you're resistant. You're resisting the isness of what they are. Don't you see that? And that creates suffering in you. And then you're passing on that suffering in them. Subconsciously, they feel your judgment. Or maybe even consciously, they notice that like gross look on your face. You're like, I can't believe she wore that. Oh my God, they have tattoos and piercings. Like if you don't vibe with that, cool, but let them live their lives in peace. Are they mocking you for what you're wearing? You hypocrite. Right? Are they looking at you with an open heart and they're like, oh my God, I accept you fully as you are. You're perfect. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. That's how I look at life now. I go outside and I am blessing everything. I am like, thank you, Lord, for bringing this person. And I'm not always consciously thinking that. It's just a state of being that you are. You're just like happy and like, oh, thank you. An eternal state of gratitude. That is where the faith lies. That is where the surrender is. The gratitude also. Thank you. And because I'm so convinced, because I'm deluded, right? Oh, he's crazy that he believes. Because I'm so firm in this faith and belief that I have. No one has the faith that I have. That's how delusional I am. Okay? Because I'm so faithful, it happens in real time for me what I need. And if I want it to, I can just say it and it happens. That's the fucking delusional part. You can't, that's not possible. That's not possible. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. Because everyone's so convinced by this like reality and the laws of physics and the laws of, that they don't get that like these laws can bend and sometimes be broken. Like Jesus is feeding people out of like 2 loaves and like 5 fish or whatever it was, right? He's like creating out of thin air. He's like, here you go. And he's not creating anything. It's just, he knows that if he needs to call on the divine provides. And he's not out here like asking for like Bugattis and freaking Maseratis and 5 yachts in the ocean that just sit there and nobody, he's just asking for a little bit of food to help feed these people that are hungry. Do you see how it's like almost like this primal need that you need to tap into for the manifestation to come out? You're not going to get all of this extra shit that you think you need that you really don't need. Oh Lord, I have so much faith. I believe in you so much. And I believe in the law of attraction so much. The law of attraction. I believe in it so much that I really need this most perfect ideal job for me. I really need this girl. She needs to be like 5'8", blue eyes with like brunette because that's my type. And if she doesn't look that way, I'm sorry, you did bad, God. Even though the woman that he brings into your life instead is perfect. Like literally, she's still attractive. She doesn't meet your prerequisite requirements, right? But on the inside, she's the most magnificent creature you've ever come across. But you're not giving her a chance because you've already weeded out any potentialities in her based on your superficial, limited, unknowing metrics that you put on stuff, expectations. Your little mind can't like fathom the greatness of what may lie in the next moment. And so when it shows up and it can pleasantly surprise you if you have no expectations and you live the spontaneous, just like fully blissed out life where you're just walking, you're like, you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to see what the divine has in store for me today. Because I have that faith that I am always protected, that everyone is protected. Even if you have an accident or you get like an illness, you're still protected. The isness of who you are, the eternal part of you, can never be harmed. And there's no need to fear death. It's just the transition point to the great beyond, in which you may or may not incarnate again. You're just going to go on to the next chapter of your life. So why is there... It's okay, it's natural to fear the death because like you don't want the physical body to end. And a lot of the times we're just afraid of pain. We're not necessarily even afraid of the death itself. It's just pain that we're afraid of because it hurts. But when you're fully present, you can take the pain. It isn't like something that you're resisting, because the resisting makes the pain even worse. Have you noticed that? That like when you're cold outside and like the more you resist the cold, the colder you feel. But then if you just like actually like, you're like, I'll just feel the cold. And then it just kind of passes through you. You're still cold, but it's not dominating you. You know, you are the force of nature. The cold is nothing. When you guys realize that, when you tap into that delusional part of yourself, okay? When you realize that you're that force of nature, every single one of you, every person that I'm talking to, you guys are a force of fucking nature. You are the hurricane. You are the tornado. I mean it. Do you guys think like when the Native Americans were like doing the rain dance and they're channeling their energy and praying to the divine for rain and then God makes it rain, you guys think that's like a delusion? You're going to argue with the fact that the rain came after they prayed for it? They're like, hey God, we're in need of rain. He's like, I got you, bro. And then here's the rain. And you're like, oh, cool. Science can't account for that stuff, guys. I'm sorry. It cannot account for human intention. It cannot account for my state of being. It can't. It's the X part of the equation, the unknown variable. You are that. Whatever you think you are, if you believe it strong enough. But God kind of reins that in if you start becoming truly delusional in it. It's like, okay, you're a little off, bro. Like, I'm not going to start entertaining all of these ridiculous things that you're saying. But if he knows that you know the faith, and he knows that he's tested you, and you've come through in spades, you're just like, he's like, man, you aced everything, Darius. You came out of the darkest fucking hell. He's like, I'm so proud of you, my son. You know, like thank you. Because God thanks us too. You guys think it's like a one-way street where we're giving gratitude? God's giving gratitude to us for fulfilling his grand experiment. He will always love us because we are him, and it's like when people tell you love yourself and like really love yourself, right? It would be like God not loving himself if he didn't love you. And so you are provided for. You are protected. That's where you draw the faith from. That's where you surrender into, knowing that. And I can't give you that belief. Like, I can't be like, guys, listen, Darius he's been talking for half an hour, right? And he's just like, he's blue in the face talking about this stuff. If you still don't get it, you're never going to get it. Do you see? Like, there has to be a leap of faith. There has to be some part of you that's resonating with it. It's like, oh, I kind of get that. I kind of do feel that. Okay, well now, if even just a little part of you gets it, now expand on that. That part of you that might get it, take that and run with it. Like let it live in you, that part of you, that hopes and dreams, that that is like so okay with life. You know, it's not just oh my God, another miserable day. I have to get up and I have to shower and get ready for work. And I have to sit in traffic for an hour to get to work. And I have to go to this shitty job that barely pays me anything. And I have all these bills piling up and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I hate this job and I hate how it makes me feel. Then fucking get rid of your job. Quit your job. Like, what are you doing fighting it? Every part of your being despises that fucking job. But Darius, if I quit that job, then I'm not going to have enough money to pay my bills. And then next thing I know, in 3 months, I'm on the street. Then you're on the street. Oh no, you're dead. Like one of everyone's biggest fears is ending up homeless. They're like, oh no, I'm going to be homeless. And then what's going to happen? My life is over if I'm homeless. No, dude, it's just a stepping stone. Maybe you go into a homeless shelter for like 6 weeks and it buys you enough time to find that next job. What I'm saying is like take the leap of faith. Trust in the God that will provide for you. I promise you, like let's say Jessica, she hates her job. She's like, oh my God, I can't stand my job. Lord, please help me. The moment that Jessica quits her job, God's like, it's on now. He's like, Jessica, just quit. Hey, guys. And he's like, all the angels and all the ancestors and all the beings are rejoicing. Jessica woke up. She's going with how she feels. She's like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. And she quit her job, guys. What are we going to do to help her? Everybody. And everybody gets on it. God starts to create this perfect plan for you. And now that you've taken that leap of faith, now that you've surrendered to how you feel, are you going to notice the signs in each moment to guide you to your next job? Are you going to persevere through any difficulties? So you ended up homeless. Oh no, you've lost everything. You're at rock bottom. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to get to the next stage in your life. Guys, I've been homeless multiple times. It's nothing to fear. I've been through so much shit you couldn't know. Okay? But when I was homeless, my life wasn't over. It was just a temporary stage of what I had to go through to get to the next stage, the seasons of your life. But if every single time I was homeless, I just like shut down and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to kill myself. And I went to the tallest building and I just jumped off. Like, then where would I be now? I wouldn't be sharing this message with you on this video if I had given up 10, 20 years ago whenever all this stuff happened. And like I'm using homelessness as one example. It can be anything. It can be anything. You're like, oh no, if I like don't have my job, then I'm going to lose my car. And then take public transportation for a little bit, man. Like, there's solutions to your problems, I promise you. I promise you. You might not have thought of them yet, but they are there. That is the faith, man. Believe that you're going to be provided for. The beauty of everything that is, it's infinite. It provides, it creates. You are that.